Rose Angel here, and I'm glad you are too. Listen, before we get started, just wanted to remind everyone listening that you too have a voice. So please, hop on over to my Facebook and my Twitter page, FU Podcast, and let me know what's on your mind for a chance to be featured in one of my next podcasts. Enjoy.
My last episode on this matter, Liar Liar, was more of a laid-back, let's laugh type of thing, but it got me thinking about honesty and how it can be misunderstood or misused. Honesty without tact is cruelty. Now, I'm not sure exactly who said it, but I heard it once and it just kind of stuck with me because I'm all about being honest and straight up with people, but I never realized my honesty was cruel. You have to do it in a constructive way, a way that doesn't benefit you but benefits those affected. For example, you could see an obese lady and instead of saying you're fat or saying, hey, let's go hit the gym together, ask, how are you? Are you well? Because a lot of times excessive weight gain is due to medical or even psychological issues. Honesty is about getting to the core of the issue, not creating a new one. Don't be honest in the goal to destroy another being. Be honest in the goal to build up another being. So many times we mistake honesty as another way to be mean, which in turn tends to hurt or trigger someone else even. That then leads to people lying for safety and bullies using honesty as another way to be mean. We always use the excuse, the truth hurts. But it's not supposed to. And if it does hurt someone by you being honest, then that means there's something wrong with you then. Because we shouldn't use it as a way to trigger someone. That's not the ultimate goal of honesty. And that may even encourage more liars because they'll either have an image to maintain or just flat out don't know how to be honest without hurting others, especially the people they care about. And that's the problem. Being honest just to be spiteful does not prove a point except how hateful you could be. Here are some common lies and ways people try to be honest in the wrong way and how to correctly approach the problem. Number 1, I didn't cheat on you, or I don't cheat. Or they'll just come out and say, okay, yes, I cheated on you. Or yes, I did cheat on them anytime they're confronted with the evidence. So they're just saying it to spite you. Then they usually go on to list reasons about why they did it and using that person or yourself as an excuse, like you're no fun, you've gained weight, I'm bored, etc. A way to be honest with tact here would be to just say it. Don't even bother lying about something like that. Say it out loud. Say it. Yes, I cheated on you, though I'd like to put the blame on you or maybe even hurt you by slamming you. And taking out your insecurities. I won't, because those are my problems and mine alone. No, you don't deserve that treatment. And yes, it may very well happen again because I personally do not feel that being with you benefits me. I'm selfish and should not be trusted until I get my own impulses in check. Because it's not about saying what they want to hear. It's about saying what they see from their point of view. And you got to say what they believe and then prove it wrong every day because no matter what, you'll always be seen as a cheater to them. Honesty is about being honest with yourself in order to be honest with others. You see, that's much better than the person attacking back once confronted because being brutally honest just shows how defensive you can be. Another honesty mistake example is number 2. Like, you suck at singing or you suck at writing. This is by far the worst thing you can say to a person, whether it's for a solo in the 9th grade choir or even someone's dream to pursue. It's not beneficial at all, nor is it helping anyone, not even yourself, for saying it, because they may believe they're good or already struggling with self-esteem and confidence as it is. Being honest with tact is about diffusing the possibility of defensiveness. A lot of times at this point, honesty isn't even needed, not unless your goal is to benefit the artist. Because by being straight out about it, you're only benefiting yourself, not them. And don't even try to justify it by saying, well, the truth hurts. No, that's not honesty's goal. But if you wish to point it out in order to help them grow, then say one thing you do like about their art. And for writers, give like a what-if scenario. For singers, give beats-related advice from a musician's standpoint. Like one example, For writing, you could say, I like the plot of your story, but what if in chapter 3 the protagonist loses more or less than what was already there? Or anything related to the protagonist side of the character, and writers do like the what if scenarios because it gets their creative juices flowing, trust me. For musicians, say, okay, I like the lyrics, but maybe it could benefit from a slightly faster or slower beat, or maybe even a G chord solo after the hook. Give example if you're musically talented even. Because with a musician, you may like the beat, or maybe you just like the lyrics. But make sure you point out what you do like about it, because that will mean a lot to artists. It really will. Because they work days in, days out. And I mean, without them, we wouldn't have the world of entertainment that we have today. But closing in this episode, just remember, constructive honesty is key to successful relationships. And critical honesty is only beneficial to you, most of the time not, but it's not beneficial for the one receiving the critique. All in all, it's up to you on what you decide to do. Just make sure you do it nicely at least.
Well, that's the end of today's show. Again, you can find this cast on Spotify, CastBox, and Anchor. And if you enjoyed today's show, be sure to let me in on your thoughts, and I'll see about adding them in my next podcast. Peace out. Stay vocal. Hey, listeners. If you're hearing this, just know you can always go on to anchor.fm and start earning money your way by sharing your experiences at no cost to you. It is the easiest way to podcast, and the creation tools allow you to record and edit your podcast so it sounds great. And they'll also distribute your podcast for you, and it'll be heard on Spotify, Apple, Google, and others. Don't forget to check it out.